These squirrel tokens are nuts!
Only shooting stars break the mold.
Hello everybody and welcome to Brawl Stars. I'm Amy the Amazonian. Today I'm going nuts for Chatterfang, Squirrel General. Chatterfang is a squirrels commander that cares about making tokens and sacrificing squirrels. He also happens to have Forest Walk, which means he's unblockable if your opponent controls a forest. Chatterfang is a pretty good card, and even includes an infinite combo in this deck. There's actually a couple different ones you can slot into this deck, using things like Squirrel, but the one that we're running is Chatterfang and our good friend Pitiless Plunderer. Because Chatterfang says whenever you make a token, any kind of token, you also make a squirrel token. And if you happen to have a creature die with Pitiless Plunderer out, you get a treasure token, which if you have Chatterfang out means you also get a squirrel token. It's a nice, easy way to generate a lot of mana, destroy a bunch of creatures because you can sacrifice these squirrels to give plus X, minus X. It's really nice. This deck is a very nice aristocrats build because it's all around tokens, making tons of them, sacrificing them, and bleeding your opponent out using cards like Blood Artist, because whenever your little tokens die, so will your opponent. We have a bunch of planeswalkers in this deck that either help us sacrifice our tokens or make a lot of tokens like Lolth, Vraska, and Garruk. And just in case we go nice and wide with those tokens because we haven't sacrificed them all, we also have cards like Nissa and Craterhoof Behemoth, because, well, this is a green deck and knows win games. We're also a Golgari deck. It's green and black, which means we have access to really good removal, like Binding the Old Gods. Maybe you want to put in a Maelstrom Pulse. There's so many good options for killing and destroying and wrecking your opponent's stuff when you're in Golgari, including things like Casualties of War. It's a good card, wouldn't you know it? So we're going to take Chatterfang into the queue, and we're going to make a whole lot of squirrels. Malcolm, Alluring Scoundrel, flash, flying, and plays so nicely with counter spells. A real nasty mono blue commander that's tricky to deal with, especially when they go first. I have an Infernal Grasp here, but I'm going to look for something else bright and early. This has two pieces. We have the Ravenous Squirrel and the Soldier's Edict. Those have just like a really nice card in Sentinel of the Nameless City. So I will keep this. Play this squirrel. Yeah, Malcolm also casts spells for free. How dare he? A Ravenous Squirrel swings in. And here comes their commander. Once he resolves, we're saying, bye-bye, Malcolm! If we want to try to get them to tap out on their turn, we can play this on their turn, kind of hoping that it gets countered. So we're able to land our commander. Okay, Bag of Holding. That's a way to store the things that it discards, because when it hits, it loots. Swinging in with that squirrel again. And Sentinel of the Nameless City. Makes us a token, a map token, when it enters the battlefield or attacks. Actual factual counterspell. No Sentinel for us. This is, by the way, a very good green card. Does a lot of things in a lot of ways that I really like. Tireless Tracker. Gets Whirlwind Denialed. Okay, here comes the Cottage. We'll swing in for another one. Oops, all counter spells. Go get him, Ravenous Squirrel! One of the weirdest things about this card is that it can't eat itself. Just need lands. My world, my last wind. It could have been a disallow, but it's also Bag of Holding is holding priority. And Malcolm. that Frogify away. Thinking you might get it back? No, not today. I'm personally kind of hoping for the Restless Cottage beatdown. Now that I have enough mana for it. Chatterfang. Does it resolve? Almost certainly not. Oh, it did? Well, they did drop the Frogify, so they probably have a second Frogify. Think like Witness Protection or a similar card to that. Which blue card do I think this is? I think it's the extra turn. I think it's Alrin's Epiphany. Hey, Malcolm. Coming out here? Am I getting eaten by piranhas? All right, so Malcolm is coming down. And we're going to put this ravenous squirrel to use. By sacrificing it to Chatterfang to kill him. It could be Behold the Multiverse. It certainly could be. They could behold the multiverse. Oh. Hey, hottie. How you doing? Mystic Subdual. Alright, so that's the get rid of abilities card that they got. We're gonna try to get them to kill our Chatterfang, I guess. I know, we have our combo piece here. We do have other ways to sacrifice creatures in our deck. And since this can munch up cards from graveyard, we can keep the Hottie Jin kind of small. But he's discounting their instants and sorceries. As we make tokens, we're getting extra tokens. Oh, Royal Treatment. Cute. Let's animate a Restless Cottage. We can protect it with the Royal Treatment. We're also going to get extra food, which Pippin loves. He's just a little snack time baby boy. Oh, I was trying to click on Counterspell, but I did a bad job. That's fine. We got a food, which got us another food. We're going to eat our food. Yum, yum, yum. Them is the hungry boy. I'm looking for lands. Hi, Malcolm, again. Wonder if they have, big old bounce spell. We're hitting Jace's face. Listen, it's a mono blue deck. Gotta play the part, right? I don't know why. This feels like the right move. There's that Alrin's Epiphany. Getting birds. I am a royal fairy. Try to get them to use 2 cards on 1 token. Archmage's Charm. Alright, that is totally fine with me. Sure, you get to swing in here, but like... we got stuff going on. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Surprised they didn't leave back anybody to block. I think we hit Archmage's Charm. Don't have my sacrifice pieces yet. 7 mana to kill a token. I mean, I also used a spell trying to protect it and get an extra food. And it also got them a loot. The loot's pretty important. I'll block Malcolm. That will drain them for 1 off Bastion of Remembrance. And unless they can rebuke me here and still also have blockers, we're taking them out. That's gonna be game. GG, Malcolm. Itali Primal Conqueror! The big old dino that plays spells for free from each player's deck and transforms into a poisoning beast. Very happy here. We got some turn 1 ramp. Untappy. Our delighted halfling. Look at how cute she is. They're ramping. Yeah, they're going to be ramping into big stuff. That's what they do. Chatterfang's a medium stuff. It's a 3 mana 3/3. They do have a forest, so it's unblockable. They explore and find. Forest, Mountain, Elvish Mystic. Okay, cool. Oh, and Paradise Shard, so they can play Itali next turn. There really isn't anything I can do about that. So I guess I'll make some tokens. It's like I could sacrifice a squirrel. Here, I'll show you what I can do. We're going to make a squirrel, kill the Elvish Mystic, hope they don't get a land. And you wouldn't have a land, would you, Itali? Would you? Hmm? Yeah? I'm gonna guess they don't, because they haven't used it yet. It's Luca, Bound to Ruin! He can deal damage based on your creature's power. He makes toxic beasties. And he can also ramp you up. So we're gonna try to take him out. Did you just call him Puka? Listen, I'm not gonna lie and say that you should respect him, but it's a pretty funny name for him. Can't ramp up. Vraska makes a token on her minus ability here, which also means we get a squirrel. We're gonna throw these two both at Luca. Excellent. This is going to be a strange maneuver. We're actually targeting Chatterfang with this squirrel we made to make sure he has 4 power so we can kill Luca. I don't really know what the flavor of why you get stronger when you sacrifice the squirrels. Like, more power. Let's make some tokens. Loth, come on out. Make some spiders that'll also get me some squirrels. Vraska, make me some yo-hos that also make me some squirrels. And Halfling, Chatterfang, get on in there. I'm eating them? Gross. GG. Buena, Eyes of Gaia. They're saying, hey, hi. They ramp. A lot. That's what Gwenna does. She only makes mana for creatures, though, and they're going to get her down on turn 2 from the looks of things. It's pretty scary. I don't have anything on turn 1. I have a polluted delta. I'll use it to grab my tapped snowland. I'm just going to hope we can, like, set up into our Pitiless Plunderer combo this game. Ah, yes. The very important Arboreal Grazer attack. Just ramp, get out the Scrap Gorger. They know what's up. The Grazer BM attack, yeah. No, it's not bad manners, it's fine. Sometimes it's also just easiest to click through all your game actions. They're sending a message. The message is, I am a beast. And I attack you! Tribute to the World Tree is going to make their creatures bigger or draw a card. In this case, make it bigger. That's a thick Lotus Cobra. I love paying life. Invasion of Innistrad, we could take out the thing they ramp into. They're mono green, so I feel like I don't have to worry as much about fight spells, bite spells, things like that. I'm gonna go for the Plunderer. I'm gonna risk it for the biscuits. That way, if we get a land next turn, we can go Chatterfang into Innkeeper, which will let me start kicking off our combo. It'll be very one at a time, though. Ooh, Asterix. Not mutating, just casting. No, they are mutating, which gets them a free spell, gets them Azusa, who gets bigger. I guess I can block Gwenna. It's a land, but it's a tapped land. I guess instead we'll go for... She's out here flexing. Chatterfang. We will be chump blocking with our Scrap Gorger to kick off the combo, assuming we can and still survive. These girls are thick. I guess if I did Innkeeper into Chatterfang, we would have one more life. I do like Sterix as like a big stompy card. It's especially fun if you're making clones of it. What are you doing with all that mana? Roar! Vorinclex. Vorinclex is going to make it so their lands tap for twice as much and ours tap for half as much. Once upon a time. World's lowest power timeless game? No. It's just squirrel things happening. Okay, Augur of Autumn lets them play creatures off the top of their deck. And lands. And since they have Azusa, they can play lots and lots of lands. Kankabloom. Draws them a card. You attack in. We block. Creature dies. Let's do that thing. Alright, this is gonna take a lot of game actions. I am so sorry. Listen, it's not fast, it's not efficient. I guess I can wait until next turn so it becomes a win con. But I want to use up some of my clock now. And if you're thinking, Amy, why? It's because I'm not going to have enough game actions to do this otherwise. So I'm gonna aim to take out 2 creatures this turn, and then win the game next turn. Arena's not loop friendly. If this was in paper, I would just say I do this like X number of times. Is there anything you can do in the middle? It's like, oh, I don't know. Who are you taking out first? Doesn't work that way. We sacrifice our squirrel, which causes a creature under our control to die, so we get a treasure, which means we get a squirrel, which we can then sacrifice, and because it dies, we get another one. Slowly but surely, I will kill you. I have to select, like, how many squirrels are you sacrificing each time? 1. Just taking out those 2, then we're gonna go to our turn. Go to my turn. Blood Artist. Ooh, nice. Second Blood Artist. Actually gonna get then a Innkeeper. Because now we can do 2 at a time, which will speed things up a little. Squirrel things happen. And we'll be gaining net mana each time, draining their life with the Blood Artist. Eventually, we can just start targeting our own squirrels, which we're sacrificing. We win the game. GG. Itali Primal Conqueror again. I got Ramp in this hand. Ramp's good. Ramp into things that make tokens. I have 5 mana on turn 3, which means we can bring out Lolth and have a good time. Bloodstained Mire, we're going to do the classic fetch into a shock here. And go. Very fetching. Use the Kami of Bamboo Groves. Throw down Woodland Cemetery. Nice. Armored Scrap Gorger. Going to get me some more mana for next turn. You have a forest. I have a spirit and a beast. But their deck, I would say, gets to the point a little bit better than mine. We'll see what we got. Nice. Command Tower. Into a Lolth. Chatterfang's like, am I going to be a part of this? Eventually. Eventually. But, like, if I can get out the early Lolth into Liliana, I feel like we might be able to just get them to, like, die. Ooh, Tireless Provisioner, too. Liliana. Actually, I'll swing in first, these two. Boop, boop. Get rid of their Tireless Provisioner, killing their ramp! Drawing me some cards. Lolth. Nice, nice, nice. Nice. Draw a card. Lose a life. Great. Love having cards in hand. Tireless Provisioner gets them a 4-drop in hand. Playing Restless Ridgeline. Right. Now we can bring out Chatterfang. Chatterfang. I guess I'll play the Provisioner even though I don't have a land right now. Might draw one off of Lolth. See? Look at that. Perfect. Treasure. Gets me a Squirrel. Bitter Blossom. Zombie equals Squirrel. Spider. 6 mana now. We know they have something that costs 4. Invasion of Zendikar. That will get them 2 more lands. Itali can come out next turn. Do I have a way to stop them from having a next turn? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, I've got a line of lethal here. Let's go. We're swinging in with all this stuff. This becomes a 3/3. We're going to sacrifice 1, 2 of these squirrels to give Chatterfang a buff. Not you two, these two that aren't attacking in. That's lethal. But you also could have finished them off with a Meat Hook Massacre. But if it works, it works! GG! Narset Enlightened Master. This is the Hexproof First Strike Narset that casts spells for free when she attacks. We do have, I want to say just one, like, Sheoldred's Edict in the deck, and we have Liliana, which can also sacrifice her. We have 2 other board wipes, Meat Hook Massacre, and Blood on the Snow, all of which can kill her. But really, I feel like we're going to try to outpace her here. It's just tricky because these lands are coming in tapped. I could do Foundry on one, but it takes 2 mana to activate. We've got you and you kind of gaining a lot of life. Let's try this. All right, Invasion of Innistrad. Won't be able to hit that. Not bad, though. And I'd love to use the Colony Garden when we have Chatterfang out, but that's not a priority, because then you get a plant token and a squirrel token. Cool. Ami Bamboo Groves will get me extra mana. We'll bring out the land that already comes in tapped. Boop. I have Colony Garden in my Ginny Fae deck too, which is similarly about replacement effects for tokens. Sometimes it just hits so good. I think next turn we're gonna start hitting with the Chitten. Chitta Spitta. Chitter Spitter's great because you can just sacrifice the non-squirrel tokens to buff up your squirrels. Oh my god, this art is so cute. I love like red squirrels. The ones that have these big old tufts on their ears. We have some squirrels that don't have that. Idyllic Tutor. Getting some sort of Omni or whatever. It's Serena! Thank you for the 39-month resub.
Amazon Wowie.
I feel like using it to destroy this just wouldn't do much. Alright, Authority to Consoles to make our stuff come in tapped. That's fine. Apparently, we have defeated them. I was gonna make squirrel tokens. Sorin, Solemn Visitor. If I remember right, he has a plus that gives +1, +0, and lifelink to all your creatures? Yes. Makes vampires. Cool. Makes your opponent sacrifice things. Not as cool. That's scary. Hi, Sorin. We have an okay start here. We have a little removal if we need it. But doing Galagreeters into Chatterfang is very nice, since we immediately get 2 squirrels. Unless this is killed. Which it might be. They are an Orzhov deck. Orzhov has access to a lot of removal. But I feel like with this card, maybe you want more, like, aggressive creatures. I'm gonna slowly kill my squirrels. No, my Galagreeter! Aww. I'll still play Chatterfang. But now my token makers are all big and expensive. Baleful Mastery. Exiling my commander. Okay. I see. They're killers. Yawgmoth! Bitter Blossom will make them some tokens each turn. Thoughtseize. I think you take the Casualties of War out of my hand. It kind of depends on their vibe, but that's what I would hit. Yeah, because they have an artifact and an enchantment. I can Nissa. Destroy the Bankbuster Bitter Blossom. They have a Restless Fortress too, which I should probably be paying attention to. Like, probably. I don't like paying life though. Destroy the Bankbuster. Let the Bitter Blossom go for now. Baby Nissa! I know, she's so wee! Oh, Blood Artist is actually very nice here. We're going to go for a Chatterfang. Start, though. Plus... And Chatterfang has a sacrifice ability, but Yawgmoth's got one, too. We're just gonna eat the Fairy Rogue with our Squirrel. See what we drew. Castle Locthwain. Swing with Yawgmoth at Sorin. They're gonna leave because we have, I'll say, established ourselves with a bit of a value engine here. Drawing cards. They don't know about the Blood Artist yet, but it will undo the life pain from Yawgmoth. We even have a Shoulder's Edict in case that commander comes back down. GG. Nissa, Resurgent Animist. This is the Landfall Nissa, one of actually a couple, but this one makes mana, and she's a creature. Whenever you have a second landfall during a turn, as long as she's been out for him, you actually get an elf or elemental from your deck. And also, gee golly, she's going to be coming down really, really soon. That is a turn 1 land or elf. Hi, Nissa. Just going to go ahead and say bye, Nissa. Mono green ramp. I wish I could have killed the elf first, but they had another elf. Ventus Restoration gets them 2 more lands. Sort of. You sacrifice 1 to get 2. I want my commander out. Chatterfang. Playing Black Market Connections would also be pretty fun here. But I really want to get this Ezeka's Chariot out and start making squirrels. Ooh, a Shia! Those are lands now. Vraska, by the way, can hit non-land permanents. These are lands. Tragic. Ezeka's Chariot, making some squirrels, making some buddies. I'm going to swing in the Chatterfang, because they can't block it. Not only do they have forests, everything is a forest. Will I be at MagicCon Chicago? I will! I will be at MagicCon Chicago, arriving middle of the day on Friday. I think I have a meet and greet on Saturday, but I'll be around all 3 days. Here comes Nissa into Intrepid Paleontologist. And I'm just out here like, dang, I need this Casualties of War so bad. I need it. Using this Galagreeters. Crewing with 2. Swinging in with Ezeka's Chariot, and again with Chatterfang. Making a copy of a cat, which makes us a squirrel, which makes us a treasure, which makes us another squirrel. We're actually going to get all these triggers here. The damage goes in. 1, 2, 3. Do this while I can. Hi, Llanowar Elf. A lot of critters. Yeah, they have a Rex Stage, so they'll be able to get rid of my Ezeka's Chariot. Goodbye, my sweet. Good news, because everything is lands, I will be able to destroy 2 of their creatures. Because the Shia, also a land. Ramble Familiar! Aw, more mana dorks. And the big fluffy kitties can block. And a Shigeki. We're going to destroy a creature. Shigeki's an enchantment. Yep, just double checking. Sure. Creature, enchantment, and land. Meow meow. We're gonna Bajuka Bog just to get all that out of the graveyard. It was never here, and it cannot hurt me. Swinging with Chatterfang and the kitty cats. Meow meow meow. Down to 6 life. Okay, Nissa, you ready to make your move? Or are you ready to sit here with nothing much to do? You have 6 mana. Played a land that comes in tapped. A lot of strong 6 mana cards out there. But we're pretty wide. Chatterfang is unblockable damage. We can actually buff up Chatterfang by sacrificing squirrels too. We have removal in hand off of Vraska. I just noticed I also had a Field of Ruin. I totally missed that I had a Field of Ruin. We could have fielded the Shaya. I wonder when I drew that. The world may never know. Oh, actually, I guess they're just roping. Well then, Nissa, I hope you liked your landfall. I'll say, good game, and then I'll eat my popcorn, eat my popcorn, eat my popcorn, eat my popcorn. Oh, Illuminati, thank you for the bits. How was Shrek Rave?
Cheered.
It was good. I got to dance, but it was a little too crowded. The DJ was having a lot of fun from how it seemed. You guys like eating popcorn? Yeah, for anybody who didn't see my my Shrek chic fit, I was at Shrek Rave last night. Tons of people in really fun costumes. I left after like 2 hours because I can only dance so much. And, yeah. Some very, very fun, very, very fun dancing there. Alright. We go to our turn. We're gonna use Vraska to take out the Bramble Familiar. What kind of music did they jam? It was a mix of things of, like, kind of heavier mixes of more traditional, like, party dance music. And also, of course, lots of mixes of music from the various Shrek movies, especially Shrek 1 and 2. There was a good amount of Smash Mouth, yes. Specifically All-Star and their cover of I'm a Believer. There was a lot of Get Out of My Swamp. Little salty sassafras. Yeah, here, Nissa. All your chasm deepeth growth. I said deepeth. Deepest growth. This is a god from Ixalan, and this god, when it hits you, can get a land and a creature from the top cards of their deck, and they check the top cards based on the amount of damage they dealt. This is oftentimes just like a big green stompy deck, trying to cheat out some big old creatures, but first they gotta ramp up into it. So there's ramp. There's ramp. That's an Emrakul. My deck doesn't have that many good ways to deal with the Emrakul once it's on the board. So I'm actually going to just get rid of it now. They can ramp, and we're going to see what happens from there. I have a Blood Artist. Boop. Deepeth growth. Yeah. That's me out here lisping. Wolf Willow Haven. That will bring them to 4 mana next turn. I'll have 4 mana next turn, too, because I went first. Blood Artist, Chatterfang. It's almost time for some squirrels. I also love Retrofitter Foundry. Ooh, Bitter Blossom's actually really fun, too. We will just play the Chariot, though. Since they are a mono green deck, Forest Walk, once again, relevant. In we go. Boop. Yeah, the backside is not quite City's Blessing, but you do need the City's Blessing in order to flip it. But you have to actively have 10 or more permanents. Something interesting about Ascend, the old Ixalan mechanic, is even if you no longer have 10, you can still have the City's Blessing. Once you get the City's Blessing, you don't lose it. So they're probably going to protect this. Means we can go for 2 different approaches to killing it. One of which should do the job. I'm actually going to make a copy of the squirrel. I'm going to wait until after damage is dealt. My chariot perishes. I'm going to pay X equals 1, sacrificing a squirrel. Listen, if you want to protect it, I'll just sacrifice another one. Does this still hit the graveyard when it transforms? Yes. It dies and then comes back transformed. But if it is your commander, you can choose, I believe, to not transform it. Ascend and haste. Yeah, these all flip over tapped. I think the black one is also very easy to flip back. Oh no! Our early squirrel advantage has intimidated them into conceding. GG. Tyvar Kell. This is the first Tyvar Planeswalker card that makes elves, lets elves tap for black mana, right? Can give them Death Touch, untap them, and then Elf Haste card draw. All of this and more. Let's grab this Polluted Delta. Use it to grab a lovely little land here. I love paying 3 life on my first turn. Feels so good. Halfling. Yeah, all these nice green decks we're matching up against, so we have that good old forest walk. I certainly don't mind. Squirrel Sovereign. I don't have that much Squirrel synergy in this deck. I have Chitter Spitter and Squirrel Sovereign, and that's all I need. My god, it's elves. Golgari elves. X equals 1. This is a very lucky Meathook Massacre here. And the Squirrel Sovereign lives! They're elves. They can rebuild. Oracle will die. Lets them play lands off the top of their deck. We'll play Takenuma into Chatterfang into the Gilded Goose. The Gilded Goose makes a food when it enters the battlefield, which means we also get a Squirrel. And I don't think they'll want to trade Squirrel Sovereign for Oracle, so that's a pretty safe attack. Freyalise. Freyalise is the arena-only one. She's so good, though. Even more untaps on elves. These untap effects, by the way, are so good with the elves that tap for a lot of mana, like Marwyn. And they left. Just Squirrel's so good. Squirrel's so good. Chandra, Awakened Inferno. This is the uncounterable 6-mana Chandra that gives you an emblem that deals damage every turn. And on top of that, she has a -3 that deals damage to all these creatures on the battlefield. Non-elementals. I don't have that many elementals in this deck. And that's tough, because that kills all my squirrels, it kills my commander, it kills practically everything that we could have. Also, they frost bit my Llanowar Elf, so now I don't have a turn 2 Chatterfang. Do I think it's going to be Oops All Chandras? Mono red? I think it's going to just be mono red, big red. But I don't actually know. Chatterfang. See if it immediately just dies. Hello there. Oh, more burn. Gets them 3 more colorless mana. Scooty Patooties. Kami of Bamboo Groves, bringing out this Bajuka Bog. Exiling their graveyard, making a token. When this cracks open, they'll be getting 3 mana. Get some very, very quickly. Ooh, other Chandra. You just kill the Scoot Swarm. I think you don't even really need to. This, by the way, would be able to just easily ramp up into this. I do have Guruk mana. One at Chandra, one at face. I think Guruk is a lot safer than a lot of other things. Helps me go really wide. Nice. Alright, so now we're gonna be spitting out wolves every turn. A woo. Boltzmann can just swing in. Also makes a treasure. The treasure's tap for 2. And if I target it with something like Terra Sunder, it will also make them a treasure. But I feel like I kind of have to. Enjoy your treasures. I'm going to try and force them to do a Chandra -3 and not, like, killing Guruk. Pay 3 here. Make more wolves. I guess I should have made a Pippin first. Yeah. This makes it look like I have something because I paid 3 life by accident. Chandra -3 takes out all the dogs. Her -X exiles ones, but her -3 doesn't. It could also just like -1. Kill Guruk. If they do that, I'll sacrifice a dog, and he'll actually need 2. Hi, Chandra. Just gonna kill him? So they're doing... Okay, they missed this. This is why the Phyrexian Tower goes... Awoo! At the -2 if you wanted to take out this big boy. GG, Chandra. Yorian Sky Nomad. We've got 2 mana. Ooh, but we have a funky little token maker. Oh, I really wish we had a 3rd land here, because this is a super fun hand otherwise. I am going to... keep and believe in the heart of the cards. I'm a brave girl. Look at that. Land. We're just gonna chill, sit, hang. Playing against Yorian, who does the big blinkies. Make a servo. Oh, that's actually kind of fun. Let's attack in first. And sacrifice this. Use it for Vraska, who can get rid of their arcane signet. Keep them away from their big stinky blinkies. Saying nice. Thanks. Priest of Ancient Lore. Draws them a card. Gains them a life. Nice. Overgrown Tome is perfect. It's a tomb. I know I say tome a lot. is my downfall. Pokey Dave, thank you for the 4-month resub.
Hello, Annie.
Hey. We're gonna be doing some recycling now. Oh, you wanna get rid of my Retrofitter Foundry? It's a good card. Pokey Dave, thank you so much for the 4 months. Yeah, we can like Phyrexian Tower this to make another little guy, and since a creature died, we drain them off the Bastion. Gaming. You can also just like offer them the trade here, because they probably want to be blinking this. Perfect. Takanuma. Chatterfang. A little guy. Sacrificing my squirrel. Saving the servo for the Retrofitter Foundry activations. We have a Howling... We don't have a Howling... We have a Mirkwood Bats for creating and sacrificing tokens, which we will be doing lots of. 6 mana. Reflector Mage. You bounce my Chatterfang into hand. I can't recast it next turn. Boop. You can kill the Reflector Mage. Unless they, like, bounce it, but... I'll do my best. Mirkwood Bats. Ooh, is this getting countered? Wash away on Mirkwood Bats. They know it's going to be doing a lot of damage. Pop the Mage. Swing in for 1. Ooh, Sentinel, though. Just pass. Passing the turn, passing the turn. Energy Refractor draws them a card. Dorian, you want to do some bouncing? Dorian, you want to do some dying? Bye, Orion. Sorry I didn't let you blink. Tatiova Benthic Druid. Landfall, draw a card, gain a life. I don't have a super fast hand here, but I do have a really cute squirrel. A ravenous squirrel. I have a Cavern of Souls, which can stop the, I assume, a couple counterspells that are in their deck. Tatiova doesn't punish you for having counterspells in a deck, so you can ramp up into things while protecting your game plan and stopping your opponent's game plan. Fetch lands made Tatiova a lot better. Before we had, like, Fabled Passage and Evolving Wilds. Now we got the real fetchies. The real ones. Go, my little squirrel. Not so fun fact about the ravenous squirrel. It can eat itself. The sacrifice ability does not say another. It just says an artifact or creature. Unless you're just that hungry. Oh, not auto-cannibalism. I will name... Squirrel on my Cavern of Souls. Tatiova, I know you've been stunned into silence by my squirrels. Chatterfang can also sacrifice itself. Chatterfang's on the battlefield. I hope to get some tokens out soon. You got Defense to Temple, mix a token. Growth Spiral. Okay. See what lands they got here. Got a Cavern of Souls from a random Strixhaven booster? Wait, Strixhaven? Was it from the list? gaining life. Ooh. I'm gonna grab another black source and then try to make up my mind. I could destroy the druid class here. Could hold up Invasion of Innistrad to kill Tatiova. Could play this or this. I'm gonna use Vraska to destroy the druid class. That lets them animate a land and play additional lands each turn. And Vraska will be used to sacrifice some excess tokens we happen to generate. How much are you to flip over? 5? Hi, Tatiova! Die, Tatiova! So whenever I sacrifice an artifact or creature, that gets bigger. So if I sacrifice a land, she doesn't do anything. I can technically sacrifice the Invasion of Innistrad, but I like to flip it over. They do have a forest, so Chatterfang can be unblockable if needed. Aw, Simone! She puts extra lands into play. Castle Garenbrig, they've got 4 mana up. They know I can flip this. You make 2 tokens. Liliana would also be cool. Let's do Liliana. Making squirrels. Killing squirrels, drawing cards, buffing squirrels. Things happen. Oh boy, do they ever. Chatterfang and the Ravenous Squirrel go in. Invasion of Innistrad becomes Deluge of the Dead, which makes us zombies, and you can also pay mana to exile creatures from graveyard and make more zombies. That is why that's in the deck, by the way. I was like, is there any cool removal that's also tokens? And that was like the cool removal that's also tokens. Also, now everything's going back into my hand. I deserve that. Curse you, Simone! I will end you! This is me ending her. Boop. Ooh, I should have ordered these differently, so I could have had the Ravenous Squirrel see the token get sacrificed. Ravenous Squirrel does grow when you sacrifice treasures. Tatiova on the battlefield, playing Fabled Passage. Roiling Regrowth is going to get them even more lands into play. 2 more of them. Which means 2 more cards in hand. I guess I'll just invade Innistrad again. Start with this Takenuma. Liquid Bips. Gain a life. Swing at this. Trying to rebuild that board. I'm going to eat the Innkeeper. Yum, 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 tasty. I don't need life gain. Tatiova returns to the battlefield. Playing a land. I've got 3 mana up. Ooh, Uro! That can get another land into play. Draws a card, gains them life, and can escape from the graveyard if we don't exile their graveyard. We already played our Bog. Hello, hello. Yes, you enjoy my goofy puns, my very serious puns. I'm always extremely serious when I play Magic the Gathering. So serious. Chatterfang. Lily. We could either go for, like, the kill 'em boths. I want my Mirkwood Bat play. Trade ya. Nice, we're losing it again. 4 tokens into play. Mirkwood Bat drains them. Ah, they did the Time Warp. You think they'll do the Time Warp again? Fingers crossed that they don't. Crucible of Worlds is going to let them recur this auto-second land, or the actual second land. Oh no, I already exiled the Broker's Hideout. Uro could come out this turn, too. Yeah, if I wanted to easily flip it and take out the Uro, we did have Hive of the Eye Tyrant as a move last turn, but I feel that with the ability for them to draw so many cards and bounce so much stuff, getting a variety of threats out, like creatures, planeswalkers, everything, is going to be pretty big for me. Ghost Quarter destroying their own land. Oh, I do this in my Gitrog monster deck, too. Gets you more landfall. Oh yes, Hatiova's a crazy good value card. Tim! Tamio is going to grab the Time Warp again. I hate that this is a extra turn card that does not exile itself. They're gonna take an extra turn. Extra. Uro's coming in, drawing a card. I guess I'll kill Uro. He's 4. Your vocabulary word is Vex. V-E-X. My opponent's obscene value is vexing me. And to vex means to annoy, irritate, puzzle, or confuse. The old man, who loved his peace and quiet, was vexed by his neighbor's loud music. Synonyms include annoy, bother, chafe, exasperate, irk, nettle, peeve, and provoke. Plus and some more. Timeless Witness. No, they put some lands into the graveyard, though. Will they get another turn after this turn? What is this Key to the Archive doing? What's the red mana for? Cyclone Summoner. That'll bounce all creatures? Oh, all permanents. This will allow them to replay Tamio, bring back the Time Warp, and take another extra turn. Which can only be described as, thanks. I hate it. Is there anything I can really do? Hope that they don't find another extra turn card. Remember, they can get another Time Warp off of Key to the Archive.
It's my turn on the game actions.
To the library.
I wonder what you got. More extra turn hate cards. There's really only one. For 20 graze it. Yeah, Ugin's Nexus is the one. Which is in Arena. Oh, they found regrowth! So they've got a loop, and we can leave. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Brawl Stars. I hope you liked watching my big old tokens with Chatterfang, Squirrel General. If you're looking for the deck list, it's in the description, and there's a little link down there if you want to find it. And if there is a commander you would like to see me build or revisit, like this is a revisited deck, let me know in the comments section. Also, if you like the video, please let me know. Commenting, liking, subscribing, all those things help boost my videos in the YouTube algorithm, so they're all very helpful to me. Thank you so much if you do those things. Some of the other commanders that we've had, I'll say, suggested in those comments have already been done. And I've got some other ones that we're going to get to soon. So if you've already recommended one, you can recommend it again. I'll see it, I'll star it, and then on my stream at twitch.tv/Amazonian, I actually let my audience vote on what deck we build. This one happened to win, but Rocco was a close second, so I think we're going to be seeing Rocco come back soon. Ooh, I'm ready for that. Thank you so much for watching, and have a brawlful day.